All right, so we are starting with the motor mount because just for some reason I thought it was the place to start. So we have our bracket here, and during the unboxing, the first thing that I noticed about it is that there's not screws or anything. It is really just the bracket, and part of the reason for that is it does use the existing screws on your motor. So I have the instructions here. Standard motor mount. It does say that I'll need a wrench and a socket ratchet, and so I have that here, 2 tools that are ready to go, and we'll put this to the side for a second till we need it. So as far as actually installing this, first of all, we have these 2 caps on here, so we'll take both of those off, set all your tools to the side at a place where you're not going to lose them, because certainly you'll need them all. We do have 2 screws here. The top one is very accessible right at the top here. Due to our Alumacraft, right through this hole is where we get to that second one. So we're going to start with the top. It's going to be a little bit easier for me, and then we'll see how this goes. So put that on. It is a long screw, so you know it does take a minute, but using the right tools, it's certainly not difficult at all. As I'm sitting here doing this, I'm thinking, you know, this is a really great project to even get your kids involved. So these are some pretty basic tools. A lot of people really do have this around. And to, you know, have them hold the wrench or something really gets them involved, and is a really great way, you know, to have your kids excited to actually get out and hit the water. So we are almost at the end here. So what we have here is the nut that came off, set that to the side. Make sure the screw is all the way in where it needs to be. Certainly it will pull itself together when you're tightening it later, but you do want a good amount of that screw sticking out so you can get your bracket on really easily. All right, so that is our first screw. It will fit right in the track here. We're going to work on our second screw and see how this goes. Here in Wisconsin, it is like the middle of summer. We are standing in the driveway. It's a little bit hot, so we're sweating, and that's not because it's a difficult job, but just simply because of the heat of summer. Alrighty, if I cannot get this, let's call in Josh. Sometimes, like I said, you know, getting your kids involved or getting your significant other involved is just something that's fun in the process. So do you want to hold that, or do you want to... Look at that, easy as pie. So the other things that it's saying on these instructions as we're here, so it says to extend the anchor pull life, reduce wear, and prevent pole binding. Apply boat or car wax to your anchor pull every 4 or 5 uses. We don't have necessarily a favorite one that we've gone to so far because this is a new product for us. So if this is something that you do, regular upkeep and maintenance to your dig and anchor system, let us know what your favorite product to use for that is. There are also a few tips here, is to not necessarily use the anchor poles until the boat has completely stopped. And you know, that really just helps get that pull down in there right where you want, pinpoint your spot and get you to where you need to be. And definitely always disengage the anchor poles before moving the boat. So make sure that they're all the way out of the water, not that you're like in the process of pulling it out, because certainly you want to care for your poles. They are very sturdy, but just being kind to them will go a long way. Awesome. Thank you for your help. We'll probably need your help again putting it back in. So then we do just have our bracket. And Josh is bringing it around that you can just see that the screws are kind of open here. And it does really just slide on. And it does have like, let's see. So you can adjust depending on, you know, how your screws are, the fit, if you want it up or down a little bit, but I think right there is going to be pretty good for what we're looking for. So what we're going to do is just put the screws back on and then it'll be good to go. Do you have a tool? Okay, we'll come back at the end and snug them up a little bit. But our top bolt is on. So next thing is going to be to get the, well, actually adjust the height a little bit because I can see that it slipped down a little bit. So let me just quick adjust. Perfect. We'll check it again. And it looks to be sitting just about where I want it to be. I want it to be kind of all the way in the highest position here. So that's looking good. I'm gonna get this second screw on and then we will be rocking and rolling. You want to come and help me for this? Awesome. Got the bottom all tightened up. Just tighten up the top and we'll be good to go. So as as Josh demonstrated in the end, it is super doable with one person. I did want a little bit of help, so I'm glad that he was here. But now you just have a fully functioning motor mounted dig and anchor. So if we were going to go and hit the water today, this is something that would be, you know, ready to go. We have our poles right along the side here, sticking them straight in. They'll be ready. Let's test them on the water tomorrow. Do the other one, see how it goes.